What's poppin', y'all? Lotto decided to come out and make a comment that I think was a little bit out there. I think it was more of an emotional response, not a thinking response, because she was on some show, it looks like, or episode. It looks like one of the, Spotify. Yeah, Spotify put this out. And they asked her to make a comment. How usually people say, female rappers all sound the same. And then she said, no, it's the male rappers that sound the same.
They be saying we all sound the same. No, we the ones bring the versatility. Different kind of.
First of all, this is not what people say. People don't say female rappers sound the same. They say they all rap about the same thing. Very, very, very different. Nobody's saying that Cardi B sounds like Nicki Minaj, sounds like Latto, sounds like Sexy Red, sounds like insert whoever other sounds like Glorilla. Nobody is saying that. Sounds like Ice Spice. No, they're just saying either they're trash or they're rapping about the same thing, which is like, oh, I got the best box, like a man's paying for this, whatever the case may be. So that's number one. Number two is, I will admit that a lot of the criticisms that are made about female rap are coming from guys that don't even really listen to female rap like that, which is understandable, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it just so happens to also be true. So for instance, Sexy Red, we all know what she raps about. Just straight debauchery, filth, as crazy as you can get, right? Glorilla raps about other stuff. Latto has a different... It's almost as if the exterior is the only thing that changes with female rappers in their presentation, not so much the actual content of the music. And the same argument could have been made about male rappers, which I believe we were already making the argument about male rappers. That's the thing. Like, they can't come at it and say, oh, y'all don't say male rappers all make the same music or rap about the same stuff. No. We've actually been saying that. However, I do think that has changed. There's a lot of diversity in hip-hop now. It's just that it's so spread out. It's difficult to find the artists, and they're not as concentrated as they once were. Circling back, let's just quickly disprove this about how male rappers don't sound the same whatsoever. Let's just look at a couple of famous male rappers right now, or that have gotten lit in the past 5 or so years, because that's the same panel that they had just now. So we've got Lil Tecca is a bit, maybe more than 5 years. Actually, he came out in 2019, right? So let's just throw Lil Tecca, right? Lil Tecca sounds nothing like Central C. Lil Baby's been here for longer than that, so we won't throw Lil Baby in there. Gunna doesn't sound anything like the other two. Don Toliver doesn't sound anything like the other two, although Don Toliver's been here for a little while too. Let's just take Boss Man D-Lo. Do Boss Man D-Lo and Big X the Plug sound alike whatsoever? Do Boss Man D-Lo or Big X the Plug sound remotely similar to Yeet? Absolutely not. So we've just got a couple of rappers. I just named a couple of rappers off the top of my head, and I really don't know. Or Real Boston Richie. He doesn't sound like those guys. And that's just naming a couple off the top of my head. There are probably other rappers, but I'm really not too plugged in with all of the newer rappers. Or Cash Cobain, actually. Cash Cobain is another one. He doesn't sound like any of those guys. So we just named, 5 to 7 rappers that sound completely different. Male rappers. That also rap about different things. And there's only so many things you can rap about, too. It really doesn't matter. If people say lyrics are so important, or no, people say that lyrics don't really matter anymore, why do they care when people are rapping about the same thing? When you claim you don't care about lyrics. I think this is just a criticism that people levy against female rappers unfairly. Because they're just like, I don't mess with this. I gotta rationalize to myself why I don't mess with this. So they bring up this excuse. It's okay just to not like it because you don't like it. It's all right to be like, nah, I don't really like listening to women rap. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, people will try to shame you and say there's something wrong with that, but that's really the truth of the matter. A lot of these male rappers too that have collaborated with female rappers, if you were to ask them and they knew it wouldn't be exposed, they tell you, hell no, I never listened to a single song she's ever done other than the one that we did after we recorded it. I don't pay attention to it. They're listening to male rappers. It is what it is. With that being said, I do think this was a great panel that Spotify put together because it shows the diversity in female rap. Like, Flo Milli is somebody that's really been getting after it for years now. I would say at least 3 or so years. She came up as a TikTok, kind of like a TikTok hit. And she's from Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. She's from Alabama. Latto is from Atlanta or Georgia. And Sexy Red's from Detroit. So 3 different regions. And then Flo Milli, I feel like she's really done it, not better, but I have a different level of respect for Flo Milli's accomplishments in the rap game because she came in as a TikTok rapper, or she came in off a TikTok hit, and she's delivered multiple hits since then. Solo hits. I think she's got a song right now that's doing crazy numbers. That's got hundreds of millions of streams. She doesn't really need features like that. She doesn't really get off on her looks. She has largely a female fan base too. Because if you think about it, a lot of guys don't know about Flo Milli. And why don't a lot of guys know about Flo Milli? It's because she hasn't had as many marketing dollars put behind her. She doesn't have any relationships or rumors of a relationship with people. She's not really doing many antics. She's a real raw artist / rapper. The only thing, though, is that Flo Milli is far more reliant on singles than she is albums or projects. And I don't know if that's a feature or a bug, because if you just take a look at the streams on Flo Milli's most recent album, which has that massive hit on it, a lot of the songs haven't even, or a couple of the songs haven't even touched 500,000, and the album's been out for 5 months? Maybe a little bit more, maybe 6 months. And for an artist that big, with a song that big, you would assume it would do better. But if you're able to consistently put out hits as a hit maker, like a Tyga, for instance, we're not really too concerned with your album. Sexy Red is another individual who I think her albums probably stream, or her projects stream, better than Flo Milli, but she's more on the very, very simple. Flo Milli can actually rap. Latto can actually rap. That's another good example too. Sexy Red can't really rap. She can make these tunes, these catchy hooks, but when it comes to the actual rapping, she can't really do that. And that's why I like that Spotify put these three together. Will we call it a golden age? I don't know, but this is the most diverse we've seen female rap. Possibly, are we going to say ever? I don't know if I want to put the tag of ever on there, because 90s, it was pretty diverse. But the thing is, the standards are different. So back then, you were getting consistent lyricists, women that could rap, had a flow, had good lyrics, and could really somewhat go toe-to-toe with the men. Now you've got female rappers that are lyricists or that can be lyricists, such as a Lotto, or drop good lyrics, but she knows how to put the hits in there too, because she knows she can't just drop straight lyrics, otherwise she won't be that hot. And then you've got a Sexy Red that has no lyrics, super basic, but has smash hits. And then you've got a Flo Milli as well, who is dropping, and she can rap too, but she's got her own unique style that I really like Flo Milli as a package. Even though I don't listen to her that often, when I heard that she had another song the beginning of this year or the end of last year, I was like, whoa, that's something impressive. So I had to commend her for that. And the fact that she's still able to stay in the game, and them putting them together, even though it might be fake camaraderie, I don't know. We don't know if these people actually like each other. But Sexy Red doesn't seem like the hater type. That's one positive that we can say. I don't think she's ever hated on someone else's success or another female rapper's success. At least not publicly. She seems to be relatively down to earth, so to speak, at least from a personality point of view, which I would say that Cardi B is kind of like that too. She's always shown love to rappers, female rappers that were coming up as well. So I like that fact that Spotify put this panel together. I'm actually interested in watching it now that I saw this clip. We just had to really, really knock out the point that Latto was trying to make, which is the male rappers sound the same. No, they do not. Are we in a golden age? That's a very, very good talking point that Latto brought up, which that's the comment of the day. Do you think we're in a female rap golden age in terms of diversity? There's a lot of different female rappers all doing different things. Just look at that table, for instance. Now, people will focus more on the Ice Spices because she's got the biggest brand or the biggest face image. Well, image is better. But if we just go a layer below, I think that's the question we got to ask ourselves. Are we in a female rap golden age? I like the fact that Latto put that out there. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.